Yo, it's Jazzy Jazz with Lee Bailey's EURweb.com Spotlight. Black Ink Season 10 drops tonight, and I got Caesar in the building. He spills all the tea about VH1, his exes, and of course the dog. Come hang out with us. And don't forget to subscribe, fam. Thank you. Yo, it's Jazzy Jazz with Lee Bailey's EURweb.com Spotlight, and this brother needs no introduction at all. He is the founder, the inspiration for Black Ink New York Crew and Black Ink Crew New York, and it's dropping tonight, premiering tonight. And supposedly they were supposed to sever ties with you, but you all up in season 10. I've seen the screeners.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about. I thought if you sever ties, that means you don't see this person. I feel like the whole season is about to be on me.
The whole season is about you. Breaking news, I'm confused. Like, okay, how do they do this? Don't you own Black Ink?
Yeah, I own Black Ink, but it's a funny thing, right? Because I just discovered something the other day. Um, Being a young black man and learning business firsthand with a bunch of, how can you say, sharks is kind of crazy because, you think you're the smartest man in the room sometimes, and people, they find a way around it. Yeah, I own the copyrights for Black Ink, but for some funny reason, Viacom went behind my back and got the copyrights for Black Ink Crew. So,
OMG.
yeah, it's a whole lot of funny stuff going on right now.
But that seems like a lawsuit.
Listen, we'll see what's up, but it's just crazy how they do that to a young black man when they say how they say trying to put us out there and trying to help us when they're basically just, it's kind of like almost like a slavery type of thing. Like,
Right.
if I say I ain't got my copyrights in good businessman or trying to be a good businessman, as a young black man, I don't think it's right that they snake me like that.
Right. But they do. I mean, that Prince talked about that before he died, right?
Right.
About the slavery that exists in the record industry,
And
but it's in everything.
it's in everything, and it's so funny. Is like Black Ink wasn't created by them. That it wasn't their intellectual property. I'm not their intellectual property. I'm not their property. They just picked up a camera and started rolling on the lives of some black kids in Harlem.
Right.
And it's so crazy that we the only ones that really didn't benefit off the situation at the end. It was a big ass corporation who sat there and said, yeah, we're gonna help y'all, but as you see, 10 years in, it wasn't no help.
Right. And you know what's correct? 10 years.
10
And you
years.
have shops all over the country.
Right,
And that
I
is
own.
you.
That's me.
That is
That's
you.
me. Not because people get it twisted. That VH1 bought. No, I bought these shops. No loans, no credit, no nothing.
Wow.
Straight cash.
That's what's up. Whole facts. So, what do you think? Like, what are you feeling as season 10 drops and it's all about you?
I mean, it's mixed feelings because this is my last season on Black Ink Crew, and it's like I feel like I have to take responsibility for my actions. But at the end of the day, it's almost like a bittersweet because I didn't want to finish something I started. And for everything to go the way it is going, I'm just hoping that, thank God can forgive me. Hopefully one day, Yah will forgive me, you feel? Because I know I let a lot of people down with my actions, but it's something that it was a mistake, something that just was a slip up. At the end of the day, 10 years I've been striving to make stuff better with me, with my crew, show people out there that you could do it too. So right now, it's just a redemption story for me.
Well, and you have helped a lot of people out of the mud. I was talking to Ted and Puma about that yesterday, and they were talking about how, if it weren't for Black Ink, they don't know where they would be right now. And so you have done a lot for a lot of folks. And what I don't understand about, to be honest, I'm just keeping it real, about VH1 is the lack of second chances. I mean, you talked about there's you, but then you talked about Sky. So tell me about your thoughts on that, on Sky.
I mean, I always said with Sky's situation, I felt like that whole situation, it should have been a second chance because that wasn't with Scott, the reason why she snapped like that was because she was forced to deal with basically a situation that no one could ever prepare themselves for. Imagine you give away your kids to try to make a better life for them, and then because of a TV show, now they're thrown back in, like you have to explain what you did to not only your kids but also the whole world, who also with these kids have opinions from other people, because it's not just their little circle, it's a bigger circle, because everybody wants to be around it, everybody wants to have their situation in it. Scott broke down.
Well, and you said the show was kind of perpetuating that too.
Exactly. If you watch those couple of seasons, they kept throwing her kid in, keep throwing her kids in. They'll never give her time to rectify the situation on her own. Now, how would you feel that you haven't seen your kid in almost 15 years, or less, a little bit less than that, and as soon as you see them, they're mad because producers them put in their ear that your mother didn't care about you. Or she's rich now and she didn't come back for you, not knowing how much we was getting paid at that time was peanuts to compared to the other reality shows that wasn't even getting ratings like us.
Whole facts. And you were telling me that they were feeding her liquor.
Right.
But yeah, talk about that.
I mean, liquor was always on set. If you needed that, you'd be there. But you gotta understand, certain times the liquor thing should stop, because when you see somebody drunk on set, it should be a cutoff, not how it was with this whole situation. I just feel like everything was almost like it was pushed more than it should have been.
Yeah.
It didn't have to go, like, instead of just being a flame, it turned into an inferno, and it was something that no one can handle on not both sides. And I felt kind of responsible, because at the end of the day, I tried to make her sit here and be like, there's no way you're gonna get around this, just face it. And in the end, that really, like, it broke her down, but it got her to a point now that she's off TV and she's doing well. She's glowing. You see her on social media. She got a boyfriend now.
That's
like,
what's up.
My sister's back on her groove. Sometimes getting out of the industry for a little while help you out.
Yeah, and also my understanding was they just totally ignored her mental health issues. No help. We just gonna exploit you for the show.
And everybody could see that. Like, it's not something that everybody didn't see. They seen her break down, and then they just seen her disappear. But VH1 does that a lot of times to black people. They sit there until they could exploit everything out of you. And afterwards, it's like, all right, we're done with you. And that's how I feel with myself. It was like, yeah, you too smart. You're doing too many things without our permission. Like, yeah, let's get you out of here before you become a problem.
Right. And really, because they straight capping that they're doing it without you. Like I said, like we said, the whole season is about you, like for real, right?
That's why I don't understand. If you say you're going to do it without me, do it without me then, yo. Don't make it a whole season about me talking about you're not doing it with me.
Right.
Like, what? That's like breaking up with somebody and still living with them. It doesn't even make sense. Like,
we living together, we sleeping together,
but we not together.
We not together, okay. Okay, VH1, we see you. Yeah, but so you making some moves. You're thinking about doing your own television stuff, and I think VH1 probably thought you might come back. But
I think that's what the main thing is. But I just don't like how I was being handled. Like, it's like this, right? I didn't learn I was fired until I seen it on social media. I felt like Craig on Friday, like, oh wow, I got fired on my day off, and I had to learn, I had to find out another way. Like, wow,
What?
I couldn't even get a call or nothing after the bags I made y'all over the years. I couldn't get like, yo,
Okay.
Caesar, listen, yo, this is what's going on. You fucked up. We're gonna have to let you go. But listen, ain't no harm. No, we ain't even talking to you. Matter of fact, we ain't even gonna ask you what happened.
damn.
I didn't even get we seen that footage. What happened?
Damn.
It was none of that. It was, we see you later. It could have been a stray dog I was trying to fight. It could have been whatever. Just let me let me talk. But I took accountability for my action. Like, yeah, that was years ago, and that wasn't me. I snapped at that time.
Right.
You know what I mean? But with them, it was like, no, we don't even talk about it. See you later.
Well, you know how it is for black men. So often we are guilty and still proven innocent instead of innocent until proven guilty. So so tell me, let's talk a little bit about the dog video. Like, what in the heck was going on in that dog video?
There was a lot going on. Like I said, I'm from the hood. We don't know the proper way of always taking care of your dog. You know what I mean? After the situation, I had to go to disciplinary school with my dog and figure everything out. But at the end of the day, you know, the dog was wilding out. We had another little puppy. The puppy was the puppy was feisty. I ain't gonna lie. He must have provoked the bigger dog, and all I heard was that in the middle of the night, I found like somebody's dying.
Oh,
so I run downstairs to the damn garage. He got in the whole chokehold. I said, oh no. So, you know.
He was about ready to eat that dog, that little baby dog.
Yo, listen, that whole night was crazy, right? So I'm trying to get them I'm trying not to get bit now. Yeah, pull them off each other, but he's still wilding. So he snapped at me. I was like, oh, you wilding. But then it was like, the dog is like, people sitting there saying this dog is 60-something pounds. It's an American bully. Like, nah, and I ain't gonna sit here and say, like, I got kind of scared. So I picked up the chair, like, oh, you wildin', chill out. But when I flinched at him, he just looked at me. You feel me? Because at first I kicked after, but I ain't hit him or nothing. I kicked at him, like, yo, stop playing with me. I'm like, oh, all right, you know what I mean? So I picked the chair up, you feel me, just to scare him. It wasn't like how people try to make it seem like I try to harm him or do physical damage to him, because you could hear it. I just tapped him. He didn't cry out no nothing in this video. And the video had sound and whatnot. So after that, he calmed down a little something, and I put him in a separate cage. But then the next part of it, right, where people got this misconstrued because they thought I rode the puppy down the hill. Mind you, it's 4 o'clock in the damn morning. I'm dead tired. The dog has shit, piss all over it. You know what I mean? So I put it in the cage so I could spray it. But it's in front of my ex-girl's car. So I tried to push him over so I could spray it and hit the grass. This shit just start rolling down the hill. I'm like, what the fuck, yo? So I'm walking down the hill like, yo, this can't be my fucking night. Then when I seen the video, I'm like, oh yeah, motherfuckers make it seem like I want to kill these motherfuckers. It was crazy how people narrated it, and I'm like, yo, if y'all only knew what my night was looking like
what
that
it really
night,
was.
yo.
Yeah, no, and the thing is, like I said, your boy Damon brought this up, and I watched the video a couple times. You can hear everything. You can hear crickets. You can hear the banging of the chair, but the dog is not crying. It's not yelping. So I'm like, is this a dog with no vocal cords? Like, does it not? Like,
no, this dog
it's a quiet dog or something.
This dog get busy. I ain't gonna say no lie. You know what I mean? But like I said, after the situation, and especially after I seen that, straight disciplinary school, we have to learn commands, all that shit, because I can't do this no more. I can't be looking crazy in the street. And I was looking crazy like now. You know?
Right. But, you know, I mean, you've apologized for the part that you felt was wrong. Mm-hmm. It definitely seems like it was a twisted narrative. And it gave an opportunity for a lot of people to shade you, like Duchess and Donna, you know, who are ex.
Yo, listen.
Duchess, your ex.
Yo, listen, I don't understand that. Like, all right, if you leave somebody, you leave them. It's been like, it gotta be like 6 years. You feel me? It gotta be. What you still talking about me for? Like, what is it about?
Damn,
like,
you put it down that good?
You feel me? You feel me? So, boom, I'm sitting here like, yo, this really can't be it. Because at the end of the day, Duchess, you know I ain't never touched you. And all these people talking, if I was really like this, why there ain't not one record of me whooping somebody's ass?
Right.
Like, on television, yeah, but there's no domestic violence, no nothing.
Right.
Like, I'm just that good. I'm just whooping everyone's ass and no one's reporting it. What the fuck? Like, when no one sees through this? Like, you had Duchess say something. You had Donna say something. Now, Donna, I don't know what the hell her problem. She got kicked off for whooping her ex-boyfriend ass. It wasn't because of me, so I don't even know what her problem is.
You know what? They're clout chasing.
They just clout chasing. And my shit, when I seen it, I was like, oh, doesn't this look... Even Kit said, I've been trying to tell y'all for years, but I guess a voice of a black woman is not her. I was like, oh, you went there. But hold on. I don't even remember us being in a relationship like that for me to ever even be in an argument with you. So what are we talking about?
Okay, but Caesar, you did tell me one time you had 10 women at one time.
But I ain't saying I whooped 10 women's asses at one time. That's a difference, okay? That's a whole difference. Whooping ass and getting ass is 2 different things, yo. 2 different things.
I feel you on that. So, so you made me forget my thought. I was laughing so hard. But no, it's crazy how you really got maligned for that, and I can't believe they didn't even sit down with you and say, okay, what really happened? What is going on here? I mean, that's just incredible, considering that you inspired, you founded Black Ink.
Yeah, and started a whole franchise.
Started a whole
And
franchise
they made
for
a whole
VH1.
lot of money.
And VH1 don't have that many shows that are kicking it like yours, for
This
real.
is what I don't understand. It was like, y'all gave me the boot, right? Now y'all trying to replace me, but y'all been trying to replace me for years.
Right.
All these other shops and these franchises, y'all been trying to duplicate something that y'all basically just stumbled upon. And this is what I don't understand. There's no script for me. I don't even know what's gonna happen on a daily basis.
Right.
So when they pick up them cameras, I'll be like, this is my life. You feel me? So when it comes down to it, it's like, even when I was on the show, there was nobody second to me except Sky. When Sky was off it was Caesar's show. You feel me?
Right.
Let's be truthful. So when it comes down to it, it's gonna be like, okay, yeah, have fun with that shit. Because honestly, I put in 10 hard years, and it wasn't no like I'm following behind somebody else trying to be like loving hip hop, trying to be like the Kardashians. Nah, I kept it to us.
No, it was you. It was all you, and then now you got Chicago and all the other franchises.
Exactly.
So you're making some moves.
Yeah, I'm making some moves.
Talk to us about that with Sky, right?
Yeah, I'm about to see. I'm trying to work out this show with me and Sky right now, but the way everything is going, I just want to see how everything pans out, because I'll be honest, I really don't want to be I don't want no one else getting rich off my name and likeness no more. Mm-hmm. Like, it's so interesting how much money you know that you didn't get, and it's like
that part.
I was comfortable, but then when you take a person out that comfort zone, you realize certain things like, damn, I was playing myself. So I never want to go in a situation again and play myself, especially when basically they kicked me off with about to be the highest ratings they ever had on Black Ink.
No, because of you.
Exactly.
Period.
So it's like, y'all can do that and say what y'all want, but I'm still bringing the ratings. That means I'm still bringing the money, which means I'm still bringing that content.
Now, do you get broke off for season 10?
Listen, the season 10 before, I tell everybody the God honest truth. Before this situation even happened, season 10 was already filmed.
Right.
I was already chilling. I was on my hiatus waiting for the next season to happen. So when this shit happened, I was like, what you mean you cutting me off? Oh, y'all slick. Y'all already paid me for that season. I got y'all already, y'all.
And the whole promotion of the season is about you. Like, you are the season, for real,
listen, it's crazy to me because it's so many situations that happen in the Black Ink franchise that's way more serious than this. And it's like, y'all decided to cut the ties with somebody of certain stature, of a significant stature, especially for Black Ink, not even Black Ink, for VH1 too. Like, I don't understand that. Like, not to bring anybody, I'm not trying to throw dirt on people. Like, this cast members who got RICO charges, who was on the show fighting them.
Right.
Like, huh? Like, are you serious?
Drugs, cocaine,
and y'all said
hustling
what?
cocaine, and because of a dog that didn't cry, that you possibly threw a chair
and that's
at.
just
Son.
the surface, and then I know, like, it's so many stuff. It's like, are y'all serious?
Yeah.
But I guess this is just how it is with me.
Well, when you debut your own television series, my prediction is it's going to blow all that out the water.
Yeah, I'm kind of predicting that too.
Yeah.
That's why I'm trying to wait for a certain situation to happen. So I'll sit here and be like, you know what, this is the best situation for me.
Yeah.
Because I've got a couple of deals online. I got a couple of networks that holler at me, but I just like, it's back on another slave ship.
But sometimes it just takes time because, it's like Will Smith, he made a mistake, and then, he's already back.
Yeah, but
it's just.
I don't understand that. Will, he's good. Like, he slapped somebody on a live show.
Right.
I'm like, they gotta forgive me. I gotta get back invited to the barbecue. I got to, yo.
Yeah, but it was a dog.
It was, and I do apologize, and it never happened again. But God,
and look, I gotta say, I want folks to know I am a big dog lover. I don't even think people should put dogs in cages.
Me too.
But when I looked at that video, I didn't even see the dog crying, and I'm like, okay, like Damon was saying, and I'm like, yo, what's up with this? There's something not quite right with the narrative.
Everybody trying to make it seem like, I heard people, there's blood coming out the dog's mouth. Is this? I'm saying, like, What?
How could you see that on that video? It was
Yo,
really grainy.
you couldn't even see it was me on that video.
Right.
I had to admit to it, like, it was me. I wilded out one night. You know what I mean? I could have said, yo, that ain't me. That's
That
your
ain't
boy.
me. That was my boy, but I don't
you
know what
tripping.
what was he thinking. Yeah. So now, what's up with the court charges? You got 2 misdemeanors and a felony charge. Or
Yeah.
have you gone? You haven't gone to court yet, right?
Nah, they haven't gave me a court date because I feel like most of that was pushed because of the whole Peter situation. The video went viral, so it was mostly like, especially in the felony, like everybody know it wasn't no malice intent, which. So all that is like, it was basically for me. The felony was put there basically so I could turn myself in,
Right.
and they could make a whole what you could say what a spectacle about the whole situation, but. Any lawyer, my lawyer saying this shit, it's gonna be a drop.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't like I was sitting there beating dogs to beat the dog. I was basically trying to defend myself.
Right, and I think but we do remember that black men in this country are overcharged, over arrested, and over incarcerated.
Yeah.
So they love to do that shit. So
they love to do that joint. Cause when I was in there, I was sitting there like, yo, they gave me a $30,000 bail. I said, wait.
For the dog? Are you kidding me right now?
Yo, listen.
30 racks?
They made me put up $30,000 in a house.
What? WTF? Are you serious right now?
Yo, listen.
For the dog?
And
Oh my God! And you got Trump trying to overthrow the whole country.
No, but then right after me, this guy comes on. He must have got caught with a couple of ounces of coke, weed, dope, and he was smoking. She must have gave him, his bill must have been $2,500. I said, what? Wait, so he could destroy the neighborhood because I defend myself against the dog. All right, you right. This is what it is.
Double standard for real. So a lot of fans rode for you and Suzette. Are you guys talking again?
Nah.
All right, well that's good news for the ladies, I guess.
No, I'm single. I'm out there. I'm outside.
He's single, free to mingle.
Wait. Let me not even say that. I'm not mingling right now. I feel like this, right?
Oh, so don't slide up in the DMs?
Nah, no sliding the DMs right now, yeah. Because I'm trying to right now, I'm just trying to concentrate on the business shit. You know what I mean? I don't want no distractions. I feel like every time I get in a relationship or start being back outside and being player Caesar, I get myself in trouble. I'm trying to stay out of trouble for a little while, a long little while.
So Player Caesar has retired?
Yeah, I done put my robe up. I to retire my robe. I wanna be known as Forbes 100 Caesar, something like that. Something like that. I wanna be known for something bigger than just Black Ink, because everybody knows, yeah, you did good on Black Ink, but can you do with other things? I'm feeling like that's something I need to push myself.
I am so here for that. Congratulations. I love that. And you're on the health tip. You don't drink.
No, I don't drink.
You eat healthy. I bought all these beautiful chicken wings here and
it
stuff.
smells
He's
so
like,
good.
I'm not even touching it.
Nope. I'm not even touching the carrots. Cause I might dip the carrot in some of the sauce off the chicken, because that barbecue chicken look good.
And you see he's slim, trim, and tailor-made. You should stand up and let the ladies see you.
Nah, my next
not the
movie-
ladies. That's right.
Yeah.
He's off the ladies right now.
I'm just trying to get myself in shape. I figured you know what it was? When they released me, I just went back to the gym and just people always ask me why I went so hard and why I got healthy like that. And it was it was for me. Sometimes you gotta go into them dark spots to find yourself. And I felt like I lost myself a couple years ago trying to appease people. And when everything came down to it and I see no one had my back, I had to understand who I really was. I had to stop wondering why this happened to me, and just man up and be who I always been, Caesar.
So do you really feel like nobody had your back?
I mean, think about how many people was talking against me and how many people really stood up for me in that situation.
I mean, that's true. Even Ted and Puma, who are your OGs, y'all are friends, y'all rode together. They're your day ones. Even they kind of didn't.
No one did. How many lives I changed and how many people I understand no one wanted that backlash, but then no one could say yo, my nigga was going through something. He ain't like that. I take the weight of everything so everybody else could live good. And it's when it's my turn, everybody's like, hey, see you later, sees.
Wow. So where do you find that strength inside yourself?
You gotta, the strength inside myself is me. Because it's like this. When I was building Black Ink, I was building off of the will of me, and everybody was like, yo, you bugging. We can't sit here and make multiple shops in different cities. We can't make Black Ink bigger than just 113. That was my willpower. So at the end of the day, I already knew who I was. Now I was just trying to take it further.
And so many people were biting off of you.
Woo, yeah. They say, oh man, yeah. I mean, it's supposed to be flattery when somebody try to imitate you, but that shit gets annoying now. It really is, because it's like, I see a lot of motherfuckers imitating me, but they'll never say, yeah, Caesar's the one who lit the flame under my ass. They'll sit there and be like, yo, fuck Caesar. Then,
That's painful though.
it is, but that's the history of humans, yo, in general. Like, especially our people will sit there and just try to bring each other down instead of lift each other up. And that's why I always try to make it the opposite with us, especially with Black Ink. Like, yeah, I used to get in it with a couple people. People don't be seeing that backstory or what's going on behind the camera that makes me flip like that.
Yeah.
It takes a lot for me to sit here and be flipping. So when people see me flip on camera and there's only 45 minutes of this damn show, please believe 2-3 days this motherfucker been getting on my nerves, and I was bound to smack him in his fucking face. That was just it. That's just me, you know.
They just see the kind of the tip,
Yeah,
the tip of the iceberg.
they just see like, wow, he just went from 0 to 100 real quick. He's fucking crazy.
0 to life in prison.
Yeah.
Well, Caesar, thank you so much for kicking it with us. Just any other things you want to share with us in terms of what's coming up, what we can expect from you? I'm excited about the TV initiative that you're involved in. Can't wait to see it.
Listen, at the end of the day, I'm happy this happened in a certain aspect, because, you know, through adversity and everything that goes on in life, it's like that next chapter, you got to be excited to see what happens. Like, I know that everyone else know, like, this ain't it for me. And I'm just like, wow, man, I want, because this chapter was exciting to me. Like, right now, if I was the croak, I'd be like, I had the best life in the fucking world, yo. So I already know, like, this next chapter is going to be crazy, because I just feel like, I don't know why I feel this way, but I just feel like this is the move that's really going to boss me up. Like, this is going to put me in those pedestal and those talk of Black entrepreneurs. Like, yeah, we slept on him through some damn tattoo shots, but his next move, it really defined who he was.
Word, Forbes top 10. Here you come.
Exactly.
Caesar, thank you so much for sitting down with us. I really appreciate it.
Why wouldn't I? You brought me back to Harlem. I got to come back home, man. I miss
Reppin'
it.
Harlem, always. And a shout out to the Exodus Studio.
Thank you for having us, you heard?
Thanks so much, love.
Thank you.
Bye.
Now, fam, don't forget to subscribe so I can keep bringing you these conversations. Let's go, let's go.